this is John from Teach It, and once again, I would like to welcome you to my startup story. In this episode, we're going to talk about a few different things. One thing in particular is podcasting. Podcasting is something that I've dabbled in for a while now, and it's actually been a dream of mine. And this past weekend, I was at what I like to call camp mid-career. As I may have mentioned before, I'm getting my doctorate in educational and organizational leadership from Penn. I'm in the mid-career program. And one of the things that we do in our constant conversations, we actually talk about being entrepreneurs, how to brand ourselves and how to get ourselves out there. And one of the things that we were talking about in particular was podcasting. And for many of us, it's a dream of changing the world in our own small way and using podcasting to do that. So thinking about dreams, I have this quote here from Harriet Tubman. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. I'll say for myself, one of the reasons I wanted to go to this particular program was that I do want to try and change the world. I want to try to create educational spaces for children and for families that can help people realize their potential. So as I said before, the reason my company is called Teach It is because I'm still a teacher at heart. So we try to provide products and services for individuals, families, students, and teachers to help them realize their potential. So we were talking about how can we use podcasting to get our research ideas and other educational, informative ideas out there. What can we do? How do we develop a platform for ourselves? So I decided to incorporate this into this episode of my startup story. So one of the first things I did was about 8 years ago, I invested in a really good microphone that I'm using right now. It's called the Blue Snowball. Right now, you can get it for like $49, $50 on Amazon. When I bought it 8 years ago, this was probably close to $200. I remember paying between $100 and $200 for it. It's a USB mic, so you can hook it up to your laptop, your desktop, and it's a condenser mic, really good sound, and it looks just like a ball. And it comes with the little tripod, so you can have it on your desk or whatever, but you can also take it apart. It's a pretty sleek design. Looks kind of retro if you look at some old radio stations, and they're inside the studio. I got it in black. Actually, no, I have it in chrome. I don't even think they make chrome anymore. And I have it with what's called a pop filter. The pop filter helps with sound distortion. I'm actually using one right now. And so it's great that they have it bundled now. You can also buy it with the pop filter and headphones. This is really good equipment. And so podcasting is all about your voice. So it starts off with a great microphone and then something to record it on. So some of the programs can be cost prohibitive. Everything I do from video to audio is done with Adobe products. But the first product that I started out with was actually an open source product called Audacity. And they have downloads for Mac, Windows, and Linux. Pretty good, robust program for open source. So you can record directly into this program. You can do different mixes, have a better music. So it gives you quite a bit of versatility, and it's free. It gives you a good platform to learn on how to do audio. There's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube, so you can learn how to manipulate this quite well. I had a student a couple years ago actually made a whole CD using Audacity and selling it in school. So it's a pretty powerful program. So, but if you're ready for the next step, you want to try and move into the Adobe Creative Suite. I use Audition because Audition you can actually use in concert with Adobe Premiere and all the other products. So like when I'm editing these videos, I'm able to just click on the audio section of the video, take it into Audition, and run different filters, manipulate it, and do whatever I have to do. Close it, and it automatically goes back into Premiere and updates the audio file. So these are pretty powerful tools. Now, it cost me about $53 a month, I believe, for the Adobe Creative Suite. So that's about $600 a year, but it's well worth it because I use Audition, Photoshop, Illustrator, Premiere. I pretty much use everything that the Creative Suite has to offer. And I believe if you're serious about being an entrepreneur, being a youpreneur, you got to invest in yourself. Now, one thing I'll say this. I've been using these programs since I was a teenager. I remember using Dreamweaver 1.0. I remember using a lot of the 1.0 or earlier versions of these products, even when they were different companies. Don't waste your time at something where at best you'll be mediocre. If you already have a penchant for mixing music and doing things like that, fine. If not, pay the $20, $30, send it to Fiverr, get an editor on Fiverr, let them clean up your podcast for you, add a better music, do something so it can sound professional. Down and dirty, I think it's cool when you're starting out, but if you want to get a more professional feel, just pay. You get what you pay for. That's the adage. So one of the things in terms of distribution, I use SoundCloud. SoundCloud is a pretty cool platform, especially when you want to, you can have your own station. I use the Pro plan. You can embed the media on your site or in social media. It's pretty cool. Works for the iOS and Android, so people can listen to your podcast while they're going to work, the train, sub, or bus, or even in their car, streaming from their cell phones. So this is probably one of the most robust platforms, and you can always upload your podcast to things like Stitcher and the iTunes market. Going with SoundCloud gives you a little bit more opportunities to brand your product. And it's relatively inexpensive. I think I maybe pay $9 to $12 a month, maybe a little bit more. But it's something I've been doing as we have been experimenting with podcasts. And I think it looks great when you embed it on another site. So SoundCloud is definitely something that you want to check out. So let's recap. So it starts with the microphone. This is probably the best combo set right here. This is $78.94. So you're getting a pretty robust mic, headphone, and pop filter. If you just want the mic and the pop filter, that's $58.95. Or if you just want the mic, it's actually on sale right now for $49. So this will actually be a great buy for you at Amazon. If you're just starting out, especially for you Windows users or Linux users, get Audacity. I know Mac people, they have GarageBand and things like that, but I have Macs and PCs, but I'm kind of preferential to open source products and Adobe products. I'm not too big on Mac's proprietary applications. So you definitely want to check out Audacity. It might not be as easy as something like GarageBand, but I think it's something that you should really check out. Hopefully this is of some use to you. Hopefully my startup stories have given you some pretty good information and can help move you forward. So remember, please click on the subscribe button right below the video, and please spread the word. Remember, you can also check me out on johnwspencer.pro. Come and visit our YouTube channel often, and please comment. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you didn't like. And remember, like Harriet Tubman says, dream. Your strength, your patience, and your passion to reach for the stars to change the world. Every entrepreneur has the potential to change the world. You just got to go do it. So remember, once again, check me out, johnspencer.pro, and please click the subscribe button. Thank you.